My dear students, good morning to all. I am going to teach you about atomic structure. This is my lecture 1. According to John Dalton's atomic theory, an atom is the smallest indivisible particle of matter. What do you mean by indivisible? That you cannot break. What do you mean by matter? Things around you. But this idea of Dalton regarding the nature of atom has lost its significance or importance. Why? Because it was experimentally found that atom is divisible. What do you mean by divisible? You can break the atom into still smaller particles, simpler particles called fundamental particles or subatomic particles. They are known as electron, which carries negative charge, proton, which carries positive charge, and neutron, which has no charge or neutral particle. Why electron has negative charge? Because in an electric field, electrons travel from negative pole to positive pole. That's why conventionally we take the charge of electron as negative. So these three fundamental particles, how they reside in an atom, I am going to explain you where they will stay inside the atom. Let's see. This is central part of the atom where neutrons and protons reside. Neutron has no charge, proton has positive charge, therefore the central part's charge is positive. This central part is called as nucleus. Around the nucleus, there are orbits. This is first cell, A cell. This is second cell, L cell. This is third cell, M cell. This is fourth orbit, nth orbit, N orbit. It is designated as N. This is fifth cell. It is designated as O. This is sixth orbit. It is designated as P. This is seventh orbit. It is designated as Q. From the starting to nucleus, orbits are numbered as N is equal to 1, N is equal to 2, N is equal to 3, N is equal to 4, N is equal to 5, N is equal to 6, N is equal to 7. So, in these orbits, electrons are moving around the nucleus according to, in these orbits, electrons are moving around the nucleus. How you will accommodate electrons in these orbits? It is as per 2n square. That is, the maximum number of electrons that can be accommodated in an orbit is equal to 2n square. So, how many maximum? There are 7 cells. Why? Why there are maximum 7 cells? Because in our periodic table, modern periodic table, we have 7 periods. First period elements have only one cell, that is K cell. Second period elements have two cells, that is KL. Third period elements have three cells, KLM. Fourth period elements have four cells, KLMN. Fifth period elements have five cells, KLMNO. Sixth period elements have six cells, KLMNOP. Seventh period elements have seven cells, that is KLMNOPQ. So that's why there are maximum number of cells present in an atom is equal to 7 cells. So try to understand. In an atom, number of protons is equal to number of electrons. Number of positively charged particles is equal to number of negatively charged particles. Protons reside inside the nucleus. Electrons revolve around the nucleus in the orbit, in the extranuclear part, outside the nucleus. So number of positively charged particles is equal to number of negatively charged particles. Number of protons is equal to number of electrons, and neutron has no charge. Therefore, the charge of the atom is neutral. Atom is neutral. That is, atom has no charge. Atom is electrically neutral. So, in an atom, what is atomic number? What is atomic number? Atomic number Z is equal to Z equal to number of protons present in the nucleus is equal to number of electrons present outside the nucleus. So atomic number Z is equal to number of present protons, number of protons present in the nucleus is equal to number of electrons present outside the nucleus. Similarly, what is mass number? The number of neutrons plus number of protons present in the nucleus is equal to mass number A. Mass number A equal to number of neutrons plus number of protons present in the nucleus. So mass number A equal to number of neutrons plus number of protons present in the nucleus. I will explain you how an element has atomic number, in which place an atom has atomic number and mass number, and how you will find out number of electrons, number of protons and number of neutrons in an atom. This is oxygen, whose atomic number is 8, mass number is 16. Atomic number 8 means in the atom of oxygen there are 8 electrons and 8 protons. And mass number 16 means this is number of neutrons plus protons. So from mass number, if you will subtract atomic number or the number of protons, you will get number of neutrons. Therefore, number of neutrons equal to 16 minus 8 equal to 8. So in the atom of oxygen, there are 8 electrons, 8 protons and 8 neutrons. So what is its formula? Number of neutrons equal to mass number A minus atomic number Z. So number of neutrons, how you will calculate? Mass number minus atomic number. My dear students, writing good notes leads to academic success. So therefore, you write all these clearly, neatly and legibly. My dear students, I am going to teach you about discovery of how electrons were discovered. How cathode rays were discovered. This is Crookes discharge tube. Its length is 30 centimeter and its diameter is 4 centimeter. It has one side tube to connect to vacuum pump. The vacuum pump creates low pressure inside the tube. And the two electrodes, this is cathode and this is anode, are fused into this tube. When these two electrodes are connected to a source of high voltage, then what happens? A stream of bluish light generated from cathode travels towards anode. When a source of high voltage, when two electrodes, cathode and anode, are connected to a source of high voltage with very low pressure inside that tube, say 0.03 millimeter, then what happens? A stream of bluish light generated from cathode travels towards anode, and after striking here causes fluorescence. These rays, because it has been generated from cathode, so therefore it is called as cathode rays, and cathode rays are nothing but a fast moving electrons. Cathode rays consist of negatively charged particles. These negatively charged particles are called electrons. So, my dear students, you draw the diagram neatly and write the notes legibly. Clearly, you write all these notes. Thereafter, I will teach you regarding the characteristics of negatively charged particles, that is electrons. My dear students, I will teach you regarding characteristics of electrons. What are the characteristics of electrons? It was discovered by J.J. Thomson in 1987. It is a negatively charged particle because this is the symbol of E, electron, E minus. Why electron has been assigned negative charge, I have explained you earlier. It is a negatively charged particle. Charge of electron. What is charge on the electron? 1.602 into 10 to power inverse 19 coulombs. That is charge on the electron. It is negative charge. Mass of electron equal to, in terms of gram, 9.11 into 10 to power inverse 28. What do you mean by this? 9.11 divided by 1 having 28 zeros. You can imagine how an electron has negligible mass. That mass is very, very negligible. That is 1 by 1/8 1800 1835 of mass of hydrogen. So, which is equal to 1 by 1/8 mass of hydrogen atom, because mass of hydrogen atom is equal to 1 AMU. 1 AMU. 1 AMU divided by 1835 you do. Then this is the mass of electron in terms of AMU you will get. This is in terms of gram. So how an electron possesses negligible mass, you can easily imagine. This charge divided by mass. This charge divided by mass. This means you will get the unit coulombs per gram. Charge by mass. Charge is denoted by E and mass is denoted by M. E by M ratio equal to this divided by this. You will get 1.7589 into 10 to power 8 coulombs per gram. The electron produced from any substance by any method has the same E by M ratio. E by M ratio of the electron will never change. You adopt any method or extract electron from any substance, E by M ratio remains same. Electrons are the universal constituent of all matter, because no matter is made up of without electrons. Electrons in this universe, every matter possesses electrons. So therefore electrons are the universal constituent of all matter. Neutron is not the universal constituent of all matter because hydrogen has no neutrons. You know, this is hydrogen, atomic number 1, mass number 1. This is 1 electron, 1 proton, and this is 1 proton only. No neutron. 1 minus 1 equal to 0 neutron. Hydrogen has no neutron. So that's why neutron is not a universal constituent of all matter. Like electrons are the universal constituent of all matter because every matter possesses electrons. So what is the definition of an electron? an electron is defined as a subatomic particle. It is definitely it is a subatomic particle having a unit negative charge. Unit negative charge. So what is unit negative charge? This is unit negative charge. This is the symbol of electron. So an electron is defined as a subatomic particle having a unit negative charge and mass, negligible mass, that is 0 is awarded. Why? Its mass is equal to 1 by 1/83 mass of the hydrogen atom. So here my question is, you have some confusion in your mind. Let's clarify. Charge on an electron is equal to 1.602 into 10 to the power inverse 19 coulombs, and I said it has unit negative charge. This is contradictory. You get some confusion. I will explain you. First, you write down all the notes clearly, perfectly you write, because notes, good notes leads to gaining of good knowledge, best knowledge. So that's why you write neatly and properly. I will explain you what is this and what is unit negative charge. See, E minus 1 to 0. This is electrons have unit negative charge. Minus 1 is the particle charge units. That means we write E minus. This is particle charge units. That is, we have assigned negative charge. That is, minus 1 is the particle charge units. And 1.602 into 10 to the power inverse 19 is the charge on electron. That is the magnitude of charge. Magnitude of charge on electron is equal to how much? 1.602 into 10 to the power inverse 19 coulombs is equal to 1 electron. 1 electron. When, that means what? When 1 electron is passed through conductor, how much charge has been passed? This amount of charge, 1.602 into 10 to the power inverse 19 coulombs has been passed. When 1 coulomb charge is passed, how many electrons has been passed through the conductor? We will calculate. Let's see. 1 coulomb is equal to 1 divided by 1.602 into 10 to the power inverse 19 electrons. which is equal to 0.625 into 10 to power 19 electrons. So let's see. -1 is the particle charge units of the electron that we have assigned to this negative charge, and this is the magnitude of charge on the electron. That means 1.602 into 10 to the inverse 19 coulombs is equal to 1 electron. When 1 electron is passed through a conductor, how much charge has been passed? This has been passed. When 1 coulomb charge is passed through the conductor, how many electrons have been passed? This is 1 divided by this. 1 divided by this electron. This amount of electrons will have to pass if you want to pass 1 coulomb charge through the conductor. So this is equal to 0.625 into 10 to power 19 electrons. When these amounts of electron will pass through the conductor, then 1 coulomb charge will be passed. My dear students, you write these notes properly. My dear students, I will teach you how protons were discovered by Goldstein. Discovery of protons, that is discovery of anode rays or positive rays. Goldstein used again Crookes discharge tube. This is Crookes discharge tube, and he used a perforated cathode. Perforated means, what do you mean by perforated? Perforated means cathode having holes. These are the holes to the cathode. This is perforated cathode, this is anode, and this is a side tube which is connected to vacuum pump to create low pressure inside the tube. So Goldstein repeated the Crookes discharge tube experiment using perforated cathode. In 1986, Goldstein carried out this experiment using a perforated cathode. This is perforated cathode, and when an electric discharge was passed through a gas taken in a discharge tube at very low pressure, streams of light were seen at the back of the cathode. Streams of light were seen at the back of the cathode. So these rays were found to travel in opposite direction to that of the cathode rays. These rays were found to travel in opposite direction to that of the cathode rays and pass through the holes of the perforated cathode. These rays consist of positively charged particles called protons, and these rays were moving from anode to cathode. This means cathode rays, if cathode rays consist of negatively charged particle and it flows opposite to that cathode rays, means it consists of positively charged particles. So these positively charged particles are called protons, and these rays were moving from anode to cathode. These rays are called anode rays or positive rays or canal rays. So in this way Goldstein discovered proton. My dear students, you write legibly all these nodes. Thereafter, I will explain you regarding the characteristics of protons. Okay, write down. My dear students, let's see characteristics of protons. What are the properties of protons? It was discovered by Goldstein in 1886. It is earlier I have said you, it is a positively charged particle and charge of proton is equal to 1.602 into 10 to power inverse 19 coulombs. This is the same magnitude as that of electron, but opposite in sign. Electron, the magnitude of charge on electron is negative and this is positive. But magnitude of charge of electron is equal to proton, but sign is opposite. Mass of proton is equal to mass of hydrogen atom. In terms of gram, it is 1.672 into 10 to power inverse 24 gram. This means you will divide to 1.672 by 1 having 24 zeros gram. Otherwise, in terms of AMU, if you want to find out 1 AMU, because mass of hydrogen atom is equal to 1.008 AMU, which is nearly equal to, we take 1 AMU. Unlike E/M ratio for electrons, it varies from gas to gas. This is the one important thing you try to understand. E/M ratio for electrons remains same if electrons are extracted from any substance by any method. But for in case of proton, it varies from gas to gas. Why? Because whenever you are taking different gases in discharge tube, the anode ray the mass of the anode ray particles varies from gas to gas. So M varies. M varies means what will happen? E/M ratio also vary. So the E/M ratio decreases with increase in atomic masses of the gases. Why? The E/M ratio, because the denominator will increase, means the numerator divided by numerator will decrease also. The lightest positively charged particle emitted by hydrogen was taken in the discharge tube when experiment was carried out. The lightest positively charged particle emitted by hydrogen in the discharge tube is known as proton. We have earlier carried out the experiment. When an electron is removed from hydrogen atom, the positive residue H plus is known as proton. Try to understand this. How? This is hydrogen, atomic number 1, mass number 1. This means this is 1 electron, 1 proton, and this is 1 proton. No neutron. Hydrogen has no neutron. So this is the nucleus. In this nucleus, 1 proton is there, and this is the K cell, and 1 electron is there. When you will remove these electrons, means you will remove one negatively charged particle, and one negatively charged particle is removed, means it will become positive. One negatively charged particle is removed, means one positive will occur. One positive will occur. So this is hydrogen 1 hydrogen atom, electron has been removed. So one negative charge electron has been removed, means one positive ion will occur. So H plus happened. So H plus means what? In H plus what remains in H plus? One proton remained in H plus. So H plus is known as proton. So that's why when an electron is removed from hydrogen atom, the positive residue H plus is known as proton. Definition. What is the definition of proton? A proton is defined as a subatomic particle having a having a unit positive charge, and mass equal to the mass of hydrogen atom, which is equal to 1.672 into 10 to the power inverse 24 gram, or in case of AMU, that is 1 AMU. My dear students, you note down all, and next I will teach you discovery of how neutrons are were discovered. My dear students, I am going to teach you about discovery of neutrons. In 1932, James Chadwick bombarded means, what do you mean by bombarded? Collided thin sheets of a light element such as beryllium Be, boron B, with alpha particles. Alpha particles means what? Doubly charged helium nucleus. Doubly charged helium nucleus, that is alpha particle. Alpha particles are bombarded with thin sheets of beryllium or boron. What happened? It was observed that a stream of highly penetrating rays were produced. Penetrating means what? What do you mean by penetrate? Penetrate means pass through a substance from this side to that side. That is penetrate. These rays were found to consist of neutral particles. Neutral particles. These particles were called neutrons. Neutron is present in all atoms except hydrogen atom. Earlier I have discussed about that. Neutron is present in all atoms except hydrogen atom. When beryllium, whose atomic number is 4, mass number is 9, bombarded with helium nucleus, that is alpha particle, what results? What is formed? What are formed? Carbon, whose atomic number is 6, mass number 12, and 1 neutron is produced. So if you will add atomic numbers, 4 plus 2, 6, then if you add these, 6 plus 0, 6. When you will add 9, 4, 13, 12 plus 1, 13. If you will add this equal to this, and this equal to this. What are the characteristics of neutrons? That is, properties of neutrons. It was discovered by James Chadwick. James Chadwick has discovered neutrons. Mass of neutron is equal to 1.675 into 10 to the power inverse 24 gram, which is nearly equal to mass of hydrogen atom or proton. Neutron has no charge, that is neutral particle. What is the definition of neutron? Neutron is defined as a neutral subatomic particle with a mass approximately equal to that of proton or hydrogen. My dear students, you write all these carefully. My dear students, I have briefly explained about the characteristics of 3 fundamental particles: electron, proton, and neutron. Electron, E minus 1 to 0, that means it has unit negative charge and mass is very negligible, that is mass equal to 1 by 1/835 mass of hydrogen atom, and charge is unit negative charge. Proton, why it is unit negative charge? Earlier I have said to you. Proton, E11, that means mass equal to mass of hydrogen atom, and the charge is unit positive charge. This is particle charge units. Actual charge on proton is equal to 1.602 into 10 to power inverse 19 coulombs, which is equal to electron also, but magnitude is same, of sign is opposite. This is negative, this is positive. Neutron, this is the symbol of neutron, N021. This means it has no charge and mass equal to mass of proton or mass of hydrogen. This, dear students, write down. My dear students, earlier I have explained you about atomic number, mass number. Here I have written properly for your reference. See, atomic number is denoted by Z. Atomic number is equal, Z is equal to number of protons present in the nucleus is equal to number of electrons present outside the nucleus of an atom. Similarly, mass number A equal to number of protons plus number of neutrons present in the nucleus. Protons and neutrons collectively called number of nucleons. When you will sum protons and neutrons, it is collectively called number of nucleons. The protons and neutrons are collectively called nucleons. Regarding atomic number and mass number, I have explained you with drawing diagram. Note, mass numbers are nearly equal to the atomic weights of elements, but not exactly equal. Mass numbers are nearly equal to atomic weights of the elements. For example, atomic weight of oxygen, exact atomic weight of oxygen is 15.99999 AMU. This is AMU. While its mass number is 16. So mass numbers are nearly equal to atomic weights of the elements, not exactly equal. Next, number of neutrons, how you will calculate? Mass number A minus atomic number Z. Here I have given you an example. This is sodium, whose atomic number is 11. Atomic number always you will write left hand lower corner, and mass number always you will write right hand top corner. So here this is sodium atom, its atomic number is 11, and 11 atomic numbers means 11 electron and 11 protons. 11 electrons and 11 protons are present in the atom. And mass number 23 means here neutron plus proton are there in the nucleus. So you will subtract 11 number of protons from here to get the number of neutrons. So number of neutrons present in the nucleus is equal to mass number minus atomic number, that is 23 minus 11 you do, which is equal to, you will get 12 neutrons. My dear students, I have explained you all clearly, and in the next lecture, lecture number 2, I will discuss about isotopes, isobars, Thomson's atomic model, Rutherford's atomic model, Bohr's atomic model, and concepts of cells and subcells, etc. Thank you, my dear students.